Pete here with the smallbusinessresourcecenter.com. I just want to explain a couple things that have been going on in regards to the coronavirus. Of course, in this is basically mainly going to be Pennsylvania, but I would watch it anyways if you're not in Pennsylvania and you're looking for some honest information. But when you're looking at it, Pennsylvania basically shut down so many businesses, it's ridiculous. I, of course, am a real estate agent, and a lot of times real estate has not been shut down in most states because they're deemed essential, but it's not even the fact of being essential. You're looking at a business like real estate, maybe a small accountant, even a small car dealership, and even like a larger car dealership. Unless a big car dealership's having a sale, you don't typically see tons of people in one place, a lot of people huddled together. You don't see these type of things. A small dealership, I'm sure you drove past it so many times. You might see one or two people here. You might see a couple people here and there, but they're not places where a lot of people gather. So it's causing all the business shutdowns are causing more problems than just the coronavirus. The virus is such a small problem rather than the economic problem that's being caused by terrible regulations. And when you're looking at real estate is essential. Doesn't matter what the governor tells you. And I understand when they first started doing this, some people were posting, "You real estate agents, you're going to get us all sick." I don't understand if we're not sick, how we would actually get you sick. And these are a couple people posting this, but here's one example of many that a lot of people have to sell or in the process of selling and having problems because they can't. Now they're having problems paying mortgages. This is not unusual, and that's the sad part of all of this and what's going on. The regulations with the Center of Disease Control, so we're not going to get political here because everyone keeps pointing the fingers, is with the Center of Disease Control, and they're basically safe regulations on how to operate. Nowhere does it say shut down every single business. They have social distancing regulations. It tells you not to operate if you're sick, and a few other things which we'll review. But the reason why I'm showing you this is because many businesses can be open in Pennsylvania that are being shut down for no reason, and it's causing people financial difficulties. So Senate Bill 613 was approved by the Senate and the House, from my understanding, and was sent to Wolf. The first day they said this was approved, I already told everybody that he's not going to sign this. Because it allows some businesses that people feel are safe to operate, as long as they do it in a compliant, safe manner. Keep in mind, I'm not saying let the reins loose, but what you got to keep in mind is a lot of places like a small auto dealership or like the real estate business, they're not letting appraisers or home inspectors go to houses. Keep in mind, when they go, they're typically by themselves, one person, no one there. So I don't understand how that would break any regulations for social distancing, how that would make somebody else potentially sick if there's no one else around and you're by yourself. If you can explain to me how someone else is going to get sick, comment below and tell me, because obviously I don't get it. So look at that. Real estate agent, they might have one client a week. They're meeting with two people, maybe one person. You wanted to enact regulations to make it a little bit safer. There's social distancing, of course, but they're typically not meeting with a bunch of people. Real estate is essential, but I'm not just saying this because I'm a real estate agent. I understand the business, but if you can explain to me how one home inspector or one appraiser going to a property is putting people at risk, tell me. They're by themselves. And this is not just real estate. There's a lot of other businesses. You could be an accountant working in an office. You probably don't get too many people coming into your office. I understand when tax time comes, people come, but a lot of business owners nowadays, everything's virtual. They email and send documents. They talk to people on the phone. Most people don't meet in person anymore because it's not necessary, not just because of the coronavirus. And you're shutting down businesses for no reason. This doesn't even have to be done. I'm not saying every business. Keep in mind, I'm talking about in general. There's a lot of businesses being shut down that don't need to be shut down. And of course, like I mentioned, Wolf, he said he's going to veto the bill that was passed. I knew that was going to happen. That's why I put it in the video as soon as they did it, and everyone was cheering and saying, yeah, we can start getting back to work. Not if this guy's in charge. So there you go. I'm going to have the link for all the articles because I always put the links, of course. And, well, the good thing is Wolf, he did, on the positive note, he's not planning on extending it, but who knows what's going to happen. It's the 16th. Maybe he's going to change his mind, but is he going to sign it? No. So keep in mind, a lot of small businesses are shut down, which could be operational right now and easily follow the CDC guidelines. And now you want to see where the lunacy is? Here we go. Department of Health, the best place to meet. It is at an arena. Are you kidding me? So your small business can't be open. A single real estate agent, home inspector, accountant can't be open, where you might meet one or two people a day. You might go a house that you can't even go to a house that's empty. That's what they're telling people, a vacant house. But if you're sick or you think you're sick, everybody go to the arena. Am I the one that's not getting it? Woo! Seriously? This doesn't make any sense. It seriously doesn't make any sense if you ask me. What it's causing? Financial issues for a lot of people. Of course, my other video talked about the funding, and I'm going to have a couple other videos, and this is not over. So let's look at the regulations for the Center of Disease Control. I'm going to have a link here if you want to look them up yourself. I've seen them so many times, I almost don't want to go over this. But nowhere does it say shut down every single business and don't leave your house. 30 days to slow the spread guidelines. This is a Center of Disease Control. So for all the people who want to complain and say, where are you getting this information? I mean, I put links for everything here, Center of Disease Control, and you can look it up. If you feel sick, stay home. If your kids are sick, don't send them to school. Someone in your household tests positive, you have to watch out because there's a good chance everyone in your household may get sick. If you're an older person, stay away from other people and keep away from underlying health conditions. But they also have the distancing regulations, which is 6 feet. If you are sick and you have to go anywhere, cover up. It doesn't say every single person wear a mask no matter what, but those are in the other regulations, of course. And you wear a mask to protect yourself from getting other people sick. So here's the other little thing, small business, which was in my other vehicle. The deal expired. I shouldn't say that. Small business fund expires. Deal is out of reach. So it looks like Congress, the Democrats and the Republicans have not agreed on funding. So once again, this is delayed. I think it's ridiculous, but it is what it is. So hopefully they're going to agree tomorrow, but they left and they did not agree. In my opinion, they should be there all night until they figure this out instead of just sitting there like a bunch of little kids and basically, well, I don't know what they're upset about, but it could be as simple as the Treasury, the SBA saying we're going to extend the funding for the same similar programs and just increase the funding limits to basically put more funding so when people are applying, they can get it. But what are they trying to negotiate on? What kind of games are they playing? Not exactly sure. Anyways, that was my rant, or maybe education. The only other thing that I wanted to mention is in other states, I don't know if anybody's looking at the other state news, but yes, of course, they're limiting travel. They're trying to keep people out that are in high-risk areas going to low-risk areas because apparently even if some people are sick, they are traveling to other areas where they're not sick, and that's of course not something that you want to do, but people are doing it. So Texas, Florida, and then of course some states are trying to keep New Yorkers out specifically. They're in a higher population density, so if you're not watching social distancing and stuff like that, and no offense to cities, but a lot of times the more population, there's a higher chance you have having people with maybe mental concerns. Like if you saw in the news when this first started, people are going around that may have been sick or and purposely coughing on people. Obviously, you have a problem if you're doing stuff like that. It's probably more mental than anything else. Joking around is one thing, but when you're joking around about making somebody sick, whether you are or not, it is a concern. So all the links will be in the description. What do you think? Are we going overboard here by these regulations? Do you think it's okay to shut down small businesses that have barely any traffic or that can operate and get a couple people a day, but it's okay to rally everyone in an arena because the Department of Health in Pennsylvania said that's a good idea? So comment below. Let me know your thoughts. I'm kind of curious. Share this with someone you know if you think they can use it. If you found this helpful, smash a like button. I would appreciate it. And I'm going to be putting up a couple more videos. If you see all these tabs up here, I'm just trying to keep the videos kind of together. I don't want to make 100 videos in a day. I'm trying to limit it. But stay safe, everybody. Try to follow the guidelines as best as possible. Also, if you look on the CDC website, it doesn't say you have to wear a mask. They say you can make your own. I don't recommend purchasing masks that can be rather expensive when you can't find them. But if you want to even use a scarf, that could be sufficient. But do what you got to do to be safe. Have a great day.